All right, ladies and gentlemen, we should be up and running here. What's up, Audie? Making sure all the volumes and everything are where they should be. Modding around. Got about 5 minutes left in practice here. So we'll just go ahead and kick things off. I'd like to welcome everybody to another race here in the Thursday Night Thunder Series with Renegade Racing. Tonight we are at Rockingham, the Rock, in the super late models for 100 laps. There will be no heat races tonight. These guys are going to wrap up practice here in about 4.5 minutes. They're going to lay down 2 laps of qualifying, and then we're going straight into a 100-lap race. They have decided, since we were at a little larger track than we normally run in these cars, other than when we ran at Charlotte, that we will just skip the heat racing tonight and just get straight to the 100 laps of action. So while these guys are wrapping up practice, this will be a good time. Take a look at the race info for tonight. Once again, this is the Thursday Night Thunder Series with Renegade Racing. Tonight we are at Rockingham Speedway. Almost a mile track. 65 degrees, we're not under the lights. As you can see, we do have a day race today. A nice little change there. We're let these guys race under a little bit of sunshine, clear skies, 1 mile per hour wind. Renegade Racing would like to thank Seibert Productions, owned and operated by Chris Seibert. Contact Seibert Productions for all your video and editing needs. I'd like to take this time to also give a huge shout out to James Wagner's Welding. Everything that he does for Ruff-Neck Racing, it's appreciated. We'll get a few looks from the James Wagner Welding blimp tonight also, once these guys get green flag racing. Tyler Barnes sitting atop the speed charts right now with a 22.782, followed by Johnny Hurst in a 22.818. Richard Jackson, third fastest. Ben Ryan, Robert Warrens. That's your top 5 in speed so far. It's going to take a lot more than speed to win tonight. Rockingham will eat those right fronts up, so it'll be interesting to see how this race plays out. Take a look at the rowdy one, Mr. Jimmy Rowdy Pilon, Mr. 2 times himself, 2-time truck champion over in Ruff-Neck Racing. He will be making his Renegade Racing debut this season. First race for the 29 of Jimmy Pilon tonight. Also want to give a big shout out to this man right here, the 27 of Ryan Hunter. I've posted his links to his socials in the chat. So everyone go check that out on YouTube and on Twitch. We like to support guys that show up and put in the work here. So let's show Ryan Hunter some love. Let's get him a few more follows on both of those platforms. He does stream. Jim City Goon. You see his decal pop up on the stream. He is helping run things this season in Renegade with Mr. Johnny Hurst, Mr. CEO Johnny Hurst. So shout out to those guys for everything that they do over here on the Renegade side. Is he also going live for this? I do not know. You're more than welcome to check and see if he is streaming them. He might not be, because most of the time he's listening to a lot of these guys have the broadcast pulled up while they're racing. I guess so they can hear if I bash them or not. I wouldn't do that. I love all these guys. We got a good group here on Renegade and Ruff-Neck. I couldn't ask for a better group of drivers. 30 seconds left in practice, and then they will qualify. Go ahead and take this short amount of time that I have to remind everybody, Ruff-Neck Racing is partnered with Renegade Racing. We work hand in hand. We're basically mirrored leagues, all the same rules, just different cars and different tracks. We have a little bit of everything for everybody. Mondays over in Ruff-Neck, we have a super speedway series that changes tracks and cars every Monday. Wednesday, we have our truck series over in Ruff-Neck that seems to be our most popular series. It's been around since season 1. So if you like truck racing or super speedway racing, come see us on Monday and Wednesday in Ruff-Neck. And then if this is your thing, if you like the super lates, the smaller cars on the smaller tracks, then Renegade Racing is for you. These guys are going to take the track and lay down the 2 fastest laps they possibly can. That's going to set our grid for the feature, and we are going to get right into racing, ladies and gentlemen. Liam BB in the 83. Laying down a little chaos per usual. Liam has decided to qualify backwards this race. We'll see how that goes. The always fast 98 of Eric Copperthorne. Another driver from both Ruff-Neck and Renegade. Happy to have Eric on the track every race. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button, share the stream out. I think last broadcast we almost hit 20 concurrent viewers at one point. We were up in the high teens. I know I looked over and saw 16, 17 watching last week. So we'll see what we can do tonight. I am in the booth alone. Mr. Jimmy was in the booth with me last week. He has decided to race tonight, which is perfectly fine. I'd rather see these guys out here laying down laps than sitting here having to listen to me talk. Ben Ryan, fastest so far in qualifying with a 22.495. We'll flip through here. We might still have some guys. Let's see. Chris Ramsey is on the track laying down his qualifying run. Jimmy Pilon might be waiting to go out, or he just logged his laps. Last week's winner, Tyler Barnes. Great battle last week to end that race. Able to come out victorious at Kern. Viper says, must be Lucier's fan club. Let's go check on the Moose. Let's see if the Moose is qualifying. The Moose is not turning it loose yet. I believe he's elected not to qualify. I don't think Liam has qualified, and I believe Jeff Mills has elected to. Jeff Mills is on the track. I didn't recognize the name, but now I recognize the paint scheme. The 89 was here last week. He did race at Kern, so this is not his debut, so I'm glad I didn't say that. Ben Ryan still currently sitting atop the speed charts. Must be Shy his first open setup. Good point there, Viper. These guys are on open setups tonight, from what I understand. It is the only night that they are going to do this. They just wanted to try it out since we're at a little bigger track. So as Viper has said in the chat, these guys are on open setups tonight. .95 of Robert Warrens is now on the track laying down his qualifying laps. Looks like 13 cars will grid tonight. While we're waiting for qualifying to finish off here, I'm not sure how much time is, and there it goes. So we will wait. We are going to show you that starting grid right here in a second. Starting grid tonight here at Rockingham in the Thursday Night Thunder Series. Ben Ryan is going to lead them to green here in Rockingham. Eric Carpethorne will start to his outside in second. Tyler Barnes is going to start on that second row inside. Richard Jackson's going to be on the outside of row 2 in the number 53. CEO Johnny Hurst is going to start 5th. Jeff Mills will start 6th. Ryan Hunter's going to start 7th. Jimmy Rowdy Pylan's going to start 8th. Chris Ramsey will start 9th. Robert Warrants in 10th. DJ Kenner in 11th. Samuel the Moose Lucier in 12th. And Liam Beebe is going to round out the field in that 83, starting 13th. $100 laps of action here tonight, guys. They're going to have about 60 to 65 laps. And then they're going to have fuel. It is a 100 lap feature here tonight. 60 to 65 laps on a tank of fuel. They'll have one set of tires behind the wall. And there's talk of if it stays pretty clean, it stays spread out, and the admins find it necessary, they will throw a caution halfway. And if guys haven't already, go fuel up and take that set of tires. That's what I was told. We'll see how this plays out. Like I said, we've got 100 laps of action here at the Rock tonight. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate you being here. Shout out to these drivers on the track. Appreciate them as always for showing up and racing. Just a reminder, we are streaming in 1440, so if you're watching in 720, click that little gear and upgrade that resolution. It makes a difference. See the sun glaring off the hoods of these cars. I honestly don't know what to expect, ladies and gentlemen. I've personally never raced these cars on this track or watched these cars be raced on this track, so green flag's going to wave at the Rock, though. We are green flag racing here. Thursday Night Thunder Series presented by Renegade Racing and Seibert Productions. 67 of Ben Ryan's going to get a good start on that inside. 98 of Eric Carpethorne holding on strong on the outside. Tyler Barnes, last week's winner, looking on the inside of the 98, looking to make that early move. He is able to clear that 98. Tyler Barnes will move into second. Look on back a little bit. We've got Johnny Hurst and Ryan Hunter battling door to door here. Jeff Mills just waiting things out. 53 of Richard Jackson, the 29 of Rowdy. Everybody doing a great job so far, being respectful, giving each other room. Get some green flag laps in here. Take a look if we got any battles going on. We've got DJ Kenner back there in the 32. Ryan Hunter and his iGym City Goon. Check him out on YouTube. Check him out on Twitch. Jeff Mills in that 89. Another one of our Canadians here in Renegade Racing. Robert Warren's in the 95, always fast. Liam Chaos BB in the 83. And as I was saying earlier before the camera flipped on me, we got the 32 of DJ Kenner. Nice looking ride there. Shout out to Mr. Adam Sprinkle in the chat. Wasn't able to be here tonight. Go back out front here with Ben Ryan. Bringing on the lap 6 of 100. Everyone taking their time, being patient tonight. Tyler Barnes, last week's winner, sitting second. Eric Copperthorne in that 98 sitting third. Johnny Hurst in fourth. Ryan Hunter in fifth. We're single filed out here at Rockingham. Oh, little slip there by the 83, able to collect it. Back out front with your leader, the 67 of Ben Ryan. We will make a little change here. Let's change up and let's have the gap up there instead of their fastest times. That way you can keep up with me, how far back these guys are off the leader. Everybody's keeping it close. Probably a lot of saving going on. Nobody trying to push it too hard yet. But we do have 100 laps here tonight. So being patient. It's what we like to see. No need to do anything crazy early and bring out an early caution, because as we know, cautions breed cautions. And we don't like cautions. Since we're single filed out here, we'll actually, let's take a look at some of these cars, some of these paint schemes that we've got in the field tonight. Your leader right now, the 67 of Ben Ryan. He's led all 11 laps so far here tonight. Tyler Barnes in that number 1 machine. Johnny Hurst with his Country Time Lemonade. Maxwell House combination there. Eric Copperthorne. Hey Soap Company. Ryan Hunter. As we look, we see the 89 of Jeff Mills looking to the inside of Ryan Hunter here. Things are picking up, so we're going to have to switch the cameras here so we can keep up with it. 29 of Rowdy looking to the inside of that 89 of Jeff Mills. Jeff Mills holding strong on that outside line. Everyone's still doing a great job here, keeping the cars off of one another, giving each other a little breathing room. See the 89 and the 27 cutting it a little close. 95 of Robert Warren's looking high. The 27 goes low. Great job so far by these drivers back here. Being respectful, giving each other room. Chris Ramsey in that 13 Sunny D machine. Oh no! And right as I switch to the Moose, the caution's going to fly. Oh no, broadcaster curse. We were getting ready to talk about the Moose. Let's go back and see if we can find what happened here. There it was. So it looked like the 83, the 29, and the 53. Let's back that up just a little bit. We will pause that. Let's go here. We'll take a look at what happened to bring out that first caution. Riding with the 83 of Liam Beebe. Ahead of him is the 53 of Richard Jackson. Okay, so it might have actually been with Rowdy and Robert Warrens. It looks like it may have happened up here. It's like the 95 gets a little out of sorts, is coming down the track. The 29 and the 53 and the 83, unfortunately, have nowhere to go. Maybe the 95 got loose right there. Let's go. 95 rides high. He's going to brush the wall, and then that's going to send him down the track, and the guys behind him just had nowhere to go. So that's going to be our first caution here at the Rock. See that 95 getting his repairs done. Take a look at the Moose and his Valvoline. The Moose is loose. We'll have to see if these guys had to use a fast repair there or not. Hopefully they didn't take too much damage. The 53 of Richard Jackson, unfortunately, is beat up. His front end is caved in. His right front is caved in, so the 53 does have some damage, not wanting to use that fast repair yet. Keeping it in the bank just in case there's another mishap. Lights are out on the pace car, though, so we're getting ready to go back green flag racing here at Rockingham Speedway, a.k.a. The Rock. Happy to have everybody here. Thursday Night Thunder Series, Renegade Racing. Super late model action. A lot of these guys seem to be enjoying these super late models. It's been a lot of fun calling the races. We're going to ride up in the sky in the James Wagner Welding blimp. We might just sit right here in the blimp and enjoy the sights for a minute. Pace car's going to dip off. We'll be able to see the whole field going green here. Green flag waves. We're back racing lap 19 of 100. Ben Ryan fires off. One of Tyler Barnes on that outside line. The 58 of Johnny Hurst. The 89 of Jeff Mills and the 98 of Eric Copperthorne are your top 5 currently. Getting ready to come to lap 20 of 100. We have now crossed the line. Nice little view from the James Wagner blimp. And that 67 of Ben Ryan, he has been fast every race since his arrival here in Renegade Racing. He also races over in Ruff-Neck. We appreciate that he takes the time out of his schedule to race with both of us when he can. It's been a pleasure to have, very fast. Tyler Barnes in that number 1. Johnny Hurst right behind him looking to make a move. Lap 22 of 100, we still have a long ways to go, so I don't think you'll see anybody really pressing the issue yet. Still a lot of laps to run. They do have one set of tires behind the wall. They will have to have fuel for this race. Take a look if we got any battles going on right here. See the 58 of Johnny Hurst looking to the inside of that one of Tyler Barnes. '89 of Jeff Mills also looking to the inside. The 58 is going to clear high in front of that one of Tyler Barnes. Johnny Hurst able to move into second. The 89 of Jeff Mills looking to the inside of that one of Tyler Barnes. Tyler might be going into save mode here. Another fast driver that has he's been fast every week, no matter where we're at. So clearly experienced, maybe laying back, saving a little bit, letting the other guys go ahead. Back out front with Ben Ryan. Almost has a second lead over Hurst. Hurst going to try to reel him back in here. Go back here and take a look at some of these cars that were involved in that first caution, see how the cars look, see how they're running. Look at the 5 of Sam Lucier, looking to possibly make a move on the 53 of Richard Jackson. 53 of Jackson just has a lot of nose damage on that car. '95 of Robert Warren's looking to rebound from that brush with the wall and incident earlier. Looking to battle back here, able to clear that 53 of Richard Jackson. Robert Warren's now up to 10th. Your biggest mover of the race as of right now, up 6 positions from where he started, is the 83 of Liam Beebe. Back out front with the 67 of Ben Ryan, who just continues to put that gap between him and second place Johnny Hurst. Lap 29 coming to lap 30 of 100. See the 32 of DJ Kenner get into the wall there. Let's go back and take a look, make sure he didn't damage that car too bad. Saw him bounce off of it. I believe he's okay, though. He's able to keep that car collected and straight. 83 of BB, though, looking to the inside after the 32 brushed the wall. And the 83 of BB cleared the 32 of DJ Kenner. .32 of DJ Kenner goes up the track a little bit, tags the wall again. The 83 and 27 will take advantage of that and pass DJ Kenner there. Kenner is up 3 spots from where he started. He's currently sitting P8. We're going to jump back out front with the leader, though, that 67 of Ben Ryan, who's just been fast since the green flag originally waved. We've only had 1 caution here tonight. Hurst doing everything he can to keep that gap under a second. But as experienced as Hurst is, he's probably thinking, hey, probably shouldn't burn him up trying to run him down. We'll just have to see how this plays out. When you stay green, that's when the game plans come into play. It's interesting to see everybody's strategy in a green flag race. I'm currently showing that the 12 cars on the lead lap, unfortunately, the Moose is showing to be a lap down right now. Go on board here with the 67 of Ben Ryan. As you can see, that car is just as loose as can be. Yellow flag's gonna wave. We will have to go take a look at what happened. It looks like it might be the 27 of Ryan Hunter. We will have to see here. We'll speed it up and then slow it back down if we need to. 27 of Hunter goes up the track, smacks the outside. Oh. Heavy damage for the 27. Looks to be a single car incident. That will definitely require a fast repair if he can limp it back to pit road. Hard hit for the 27 of Ryan Hunter. Might be a little concussed after that one. He'll have to limp that thing back to pit road, and that's definitely going to be a fast repair for the 27 of Hunter. While these guys are pacing and getting those race cars fueled up, possible tire changes, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We will be right back.
Ruff-Neck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagner Welding. Wagner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
We're back live here at Rockingham Speedway in Thursday Night Thunder Series. Renegade Racing, Seibert Productions. Owned and operated by Chris Seibert. Contact Seibert Productions for all your video and editing needs. So shout out to Chris and Seibert Productions for being on board with Renegade Racing this season. We appreciate you. I'd also like to give a special shout out and thanks to James Wagner Welding, everything they do for the racing community here, especially over on the Ruff-Neck Racing side. Couldn't do it without him. Greatest sponsor in the world. Appreciate you. Lights are off on the pace car, though. We're about to go back racing here at Rockingham. Getting closer and closer to the halfway mark. If you're just tuning in, there were no heat races tonight. Pace car is going to dip off. We're going to go back racing. 67 is going to fire off on that inside. 58 gets a great start on that outside line of Johnny Hurst. Flip through the camera here as we see some of the battles. See the 89 of Jeff Mills looking to the inside of that 58 of Johnny Hurst. Johnny Hurst just says, go on. '98 of Copperthorne also looking to the inside. Able to clear the 58 of Johnny Hurst. Still early, lap 40 of 100. So guys are still probably in save mode. I don't think anybody other than the 27 hit pit road on that last pit stop. I was trying to pay attention while we rolled some commercials there, so we don't have too much dead air time. I don't have anybody in the booth with me, so it's just flipping through and trying to find where the action is tonight. See the 27 of Ryan Hunter able to get that car fixed and back out on the track. Unfortunately, I think he might be about 4 laps down after that incident. That was a hard hit, though. I'm surprised that car even made it back to pit road, so good on him for getting it fixed and coming back out instead of just throwing in the towel. Ben Ryan still leading this race. Caution flag waves. Have to see what happens here. We're riding with the 1 of Tyler Barnes. It says he was involved. We'll just have to see if it's something he did, and that's going to bring out the caution. Unfortunately, the 1 gets down a little bit too low. Touches that apron, and the car did not like it. Gets himself a little loose, spins around. Minor contact with the inside wall. He's smart. He locks up the brakes. He keeps it off the track. He did not come back up the track, so respect for that. So many racers nowadays, just once they're wrecked, it's anything goes. So props to the one there for locking that thing up and keeping it down on the apron. That's going to be your third caution tonight. So 2 single car accidents, and technically the first one could be considered a single car even though multiple cars got collected. We're going to see a lot of cars come down pit road. I believe the entire field has come down. As we see, the car is going up, so guys have elected to take tires here on lap 44. They'll get them gassed up, get those fresh feel goods on, and we will get back out here and finish this pace. We will go back racing. Ben Ryan, though, that number 67, he's led every lap here at the Rock so far. Jeff Mills currently sitting in second. He's going to restart on that outside line here when we go back racing. The Moose has rebounded and is currently sitting P3. He's going to restart third there on that inside line. Eric Copperthorne's going to restart fourth on the outside. Jimmy Rowdy Pilon will restart fifth. We're going to jump back out front, though. The lights are off on that pace car, so it's going to dip off here. The 67 will be your control car. It's on him to lead them back green. As we get closer to halfway, the question is, does anybody have anything in the bag for that 67 of Ben Ryan? He's led every lap. Green flag waves, we're back racing here at the Rock. 67 with another great restart. The 89 of Jeff Mills will fall into second. Copperthorne in that 98 machine is going to fall into third. BB able to get past the Moose into fourth. As you see, Lucier here, the 29 of Pilon, looking to the inside of the Moose. Flip through and see where the action is. It looks like we've got a little bit of action right here with the 95 and 32. Getting closer to halfway. We are 2 laps away from that halfway mark. 100 lap feature here tonight. There were no heat races tonight. These guys had a 30-minute practice. They ran 2 qualifying laps. And we got straight into racing as we're 3 wide at the Rock in the super late models. These guys doing a great job of keeping it off of each other. The 95 of Robert Warren's able to clear on the inside, clears the group, looking to make his way through the field here as we approach halfway. Johnny Hurst sitting back here patiently waiting in 8th. Waiting for the right time to pounce. DJ Kenner back here in 9th. Tyler Barnes trying to recover from that spin that brought out the last caution. He is currently sitting 10th, down 7 spots from where he started. Richard Jackson looks like he got the front end of that 53 machine repaired, so we'll see if he can rebound and make his way back up through the field. Lap 50 of 100, we have hit the halfway mark. Chris Ramsey back here in 12th, and Ryan Hunter still 3 laps down, able to get one back on that last caution, but still 3 laps down for the 27 machine of Ryan Hunter, who took a nasty hit earlier. I have to monitor that man for a concussion, because that was a hard hit. As we see, are guys going to start giving it a little more? Who's got something for that 67 of Ben Ryan? He's led all 52 laps here tonight so far. He has been dominant here at Rockingham. Jeff Mills sitting back there in second. Eric Copperthorne riding third. Liam Beebe riding fourth. Jimmy Pylan currently sitting P5 in his Renegade debut. Two-time Truck Series champion over in Ruff-Neck. Hopping in the super lates for some Rockingham racing. So shout out to Jimbo for jumping in and racing tonight. And if you remember correctly, Jimbo was actually in the booth with me last week calling the race at Kern. See, the 89 has started to maybe gas it up a little more, going a little bit harder, trying to reel that 67 in. That's been the question so far. Does anybody have anything for that 67 here at the Rock? Caution's going to wave here on lap 55. We will have to go take a look at what happened. I'm showing that the 95er Robert Warrens might have been involved. And it looks a lot like what we saw earlier in the race with the 95. He just exits a little high. Speed it up here. Comes up the track a little bit. Gets a little too high, tags that outside wall, and that's going to slingshot him down the track. Hard contact with the inside wall, ripping the back end off of that 95 machine. That's probably going to be his fast repair. So 2 spins for the 95 of Robert Warrens this evening. I won't say it's karma for him calling me slow earlier, but nah, I can't do that. I like Robert. Robert's a good guy. He does a lot for us over on the Ruff-Neck side. So I'm not going to rub it in. He did hurt my feelings, though. Told me I was slow on Wednesdays. He's not wrong. No, we'll have a good laugh about this after the race, especially if he watches the broadcast back and hears me bring that up. We'll have a good laugh over it. It's not that deep. This is sim racing. We don't get all butthurt over stuff like that. That's how you know you got a good group. That's how you got a good group surrounding you when you don't have to deal with that stuff. Timmy the Turtle. Yeah, I might as well. I do drive a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle car on Mondays. So it checks out. Lights are off on that pace car, though. So it's going to dip off, and we're going to get back racing here. So not a lot of beating and banging tonight, just a lot of single car spins. And the way they're making contact with that inside wall, it's just tearing these super lates all to pieces. So you're seeing some guys having to use those fast repairs. So for their sake, I hope the race stays green here towards the end and there's not a lot of beating and banging, because some of these guys do not have a fast repair. Green flag's going to wave here, lap 59 of 100. Ben Ryan's going to fire off on that inside line. The 89 of Jeff Mills on the outside with a great restart, able to keep pace with the 67 here. Probably won't clear the 67 of Ben Ryan. He is trying, though. Jeff Mills has really got that pedal to the floor in that 89 machine, looking to make it a battle up here up front. Really the first battle that 67 has seen here tonight at the Rock. He's been dominant so far, 60 laps of 100. Able to hold strong on that bottom line, though. Able to clear the 89 of Jeff Mills. Eric Copperthorne waiting to pounce back here in third. Liam Beebe up 9 spots from where he started, currently fourth. Jimmy Pilon in his debut at Renegade, sitting in a 5th place position, but that Tyler Barnes, that one car, early spin early, tagged the inside wall. He's looking to rebound here. Currently down 3 spots from where he started, but has made his way back up through the field. Johnny Hurst down 2 spots from where he started, sitting 7th. DJ Kenner back in 8th. Richard Jackson in 9th, and Lucier in 10th. See the 95 and the 5 getting ready to go to war here. 95 looking to the inside of that 5 of Sam Lucier. Robert Warren's able to clear the Moose. Will take away that 10th place position. Back out front, though, with your leader, Ben Rhines, led all 63 laps here tonight. Trying to put some space between him and 2nd place, Jeff Mills. Not as big of a gap as we've seen in these earlier runs. Lap 65 of 100, Ben Ryan, still your leader. 89 of Jeff Mills riding 2nd, Eric Copperthorne in 3rd, Liam Beebe in 4th, and Jimmy Pilon still in 5th. The one of Tyler Barnes, though, looking to the inside of the 29 machine here. Tyler Barnes looking to make his way back up. Can he battle that? Can he clear that 29 of Pilon? Here comes the 58 of Johnny Hurst, also looking to the inside. 29 of Pilon able to make that high line work at the moment, holding off that one of Tyler Barnes. We're going to go back one more spot. Take a look at that number 1 of Tyler Barnes as we see the 58 closing in. The 32 of DJ Kenner close by. The 53 of Richard Jackson. So tighter in the field back here from 5th on out. A little more single file action up here in your top 5. Caution flag waves. I'm not showing what the cause is, so we'll have to take a look here, see if we can find it. There it is. Looks like the 32 and the 53 get together. We'll have to put that one in slow motion here. 53 trying to exit. The 32 is about halfway down the track. The 53 does come up a little. That's just 2 guys going for the same spot. It's I don't know. We'll have to see what RC thinks about that. 53 does come up a little bit. I'm not sure if he thought he was clear. Kenner's riding about halfway. The 53 is going to come off this turn and look to come up the track a little bit, but the 32 is there. Running tight, not up on that wall, running that higher line. We've seen several cars tag that outside wall and come down the track tonight. While these guys are pacing, we are going to throw it to another quick commercial break. We will be right back.
Ruff-Neck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagner Welding. Wagner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
Back live here at the Rock, Rockingham Speedway, Thursday night Thunder Series, Renegade Racing, lap 70 of 100. We've had a couple of self-spin cautions. That's the first caution that we've really had that was two drivers actually getting into one another and causing it. Everything else has been a lot of self-spins. Whatever you do, don't let Tim push you at super speedways. I beg to differ. There are several guys in this league that would love to have me behind them pushing them. Just maybe not in the ARCA car, because that car sucks. I know Tyler Manning would like to have me behind him pushing him to another win. Green flag waves. Lap 71 of 100. 67 of Ben Ryan's led every single one of them. That 89, he says the time is now. He's gassing it up. He's trying to make a move on that 67 on the high line. We've seen Pilon make the high line work, holding guys off back there in 5th and 6th. But can the 89 use it to make that pass? Shuffling through the field here, seeing if we can find where the action is. We're going to go right here with the 83 of Liam Beebe and the 1 of Tyler Barnes. Tyler Barnes looking to the inside, able to clear that 83 of Liam Beebe. Beebe currently sitting 5th, up 8 spots from where he started. Back out front though, it's been the Ben Ryan show here at the Rock. 89 of Jeff Mills trying to run that 67 down. Copperthorne still in 3rd there in that 98 machine. Tyler Barnes has rebounded up to 4th. He's only a spot down from where he started this feature. So great rebound for the 1 after that self-spin incident earlier. Back up in the top 5. 29 of Jimmy Rowdy Pilon and the 58 of Johnny Hurst back here. Riding in 6th and 7th. Jimmy's up 2 spots from where he started. Johnny Hurst currently down 2 from where he started. 26 laps to go here. Ben Ryan has opened up about a half a second lead over second place Jeff Mills. This race is 3/4 of the way done. Only 25 to go here at the Rock. That 67 has led all 75 laps so far. Eric Copperthorne looking to make a move on that 89. The 89's going to cross right back under and try to take that position right back from the 98 of Copperthorne. Good clean battle here for second between the 89 and the 98. As we watch these guys battle it out, Tyler Barnes sitting back and watching the action take place. 89 is going to clear back and take that position back from the 98 of Copperthorne, who's going to cross right back down. Look back to the inside of Jeff Mills. Copperthorne trying to battle back and take that P2 spot back away from Jeff Mills. Ben Ryan out here with the battling going on in second has opened up over a 1.5-second lead on current P2 sitter Jeff Mills in that 89. Eric Copperthorne beginning to feel some pressure from that number 1 of Tyler Barnes, who's looking to the inside. Flip through here, see if we see any battles taking place. Here's the 95, has parked it. The 53 might have called it a night also. 20 laps to go here at the Rock. We'll jump back out front. Ben Ryan in that 67 machine. Sound like a broken record at this point, but the man has been dominant. He's led them all here tonight. And he is walking away from second place, and the pressure is back on from that 98 of Copperthorne, looking to the inside of the 89 of Jeff Mills. Tyler Barnes also on that low line looking to make a move, and here comes that 58 of Johnny Hurst. It's go time, Mr. Hurst. 18 laps to go. The time is now. You're going to have to if you want to catch that 67. He's just going to walk off and leave everybody in the rear view. This is where the current battle is, from second back to fifth. We are bunched up back here. The 89 of Jeff Mills, the 98 of Copperthorne, the 1 of Barnes, the 58 of Hurst, as they have spread out a little bit from what we saw about a lap and a half ago. Getting a little more single out here. We'll double check, make sure we don't have any door-to-door racing going on. We do. We have the 83 of BB. Looking to the inside of that 32 of DJ Kenner. Kenner able to clear high. 83 is going to fall in line behind the 32. '58 going to look to the inside of that heavily damaged 27 of Ryan Hunter. Took a hard shot earlier in the race. Back out front, though. 14 laps to go here at Rockingham. It's been the Ben Ryan show here tonight. He's opened up over a 3-second lead on current P2 driver Jeff Mills. Copperthorne sitting P3. Tyler Barnes riding fourth. Johnny Hurst going to round out your top 5 currently. Back out front with the leader, Ben Ryan. He's going to come across the checkered. He's going to make it 12 laps to go here at Rockingham. Had a pretty good race tonight. Couple of cautions, self-spins. Only one caution where cars were actually getting into each other. Everything else has been kind of single spins and getting into the wall. Automatic cautions are on, so iRacing will throw a caution for that if they're not turned around. Riding back with the 98. Looks like the 83 of BB might be trying to put a little pressure on the 32 of DJ Kenner. Getting ready to be 10 laps to go here at the Rock. These guys have ran 90 laps so far. It was a 100-lap feature, no heat races. Open setups tonight for the first time, so these guys are on open setups tonight. '67 of Ben Ryan. What else can you say? He's led every lap here tonight. Behind him, though, that's where the battling has taken place. We've seen them battling hard for second. We've seen 5th through 8th battling hard. These guys have gotten single-filed out. Just trying to hang on at this point. Not sure how the tires are feeling. We'll have to find out all that in the post-race interview. Stick around for that. We will interview the top 3 if they are available. Riding with the 58 of Johnny Hurst here. 7 laps to go at the Rock. Back out front with your leader, Ben Ryan. See some nose damage on that 32 of DJ Kenner, currently riding in 7th, up 4 spots from where he started. We don't have a single biggest mover at the moment. We have a couple of cars that are up 4 spots from where they started, from what I'm showing. But Jeff Mills currently sitting in 2nd. He is up 4 spots from where he started this race. Five laps to go here at the Rock. Ben Ryan with just adding more and more space between him and 2nd place. As you see the 67 coming up on a lap car, the damaged 27 of Ryan Hunter. Ben Ryan has checked out. Fellow Canadian Jeff Mills riding 2nd. Able to hold off that 98 of Copperthorne so far. Tyler Barnes currently sitting 4th. Hurst still rounding out your top 5. Three laps to go here at the Rock. We're just searching for a battle. Ben Ryan has all but checked out. Large gap, almost a 4-second gap between him and 2nd place Jeff Mills. So we're going to skim the field real quick and just see if we've got a battle going on. We do. We've got the 5 of the Moose Lucier. Looking to make a move on that 29 of Pylon. Pylon holding strong on the high line, though. These guys are willing it here with 2 to go. The battling is picking up. Final laps. Final lap. White flag's going to wave. Ben Ryan off to the races out front. Let's go back and check on this battle here. The 5 of Lucier and the 29 of Pylon. Believe they got that sorted. Might have been slight contact. Back out front, though. 67 of Ben Ryan is going to come across. Your winner tonight at Rockingham. Dominant race by the 67 of Ben Ryan. Jeff Mills comes home 2nd, and the 98 of Eric Copperthorne is going to come home 3rd. Tyler Barnes able to rebound from a spin. Ends up finishing a spot back from where he started, but still a top 5. Hurst able to come home 5th. Take a look at the race results here at Rockingham. Renegade Racing's Thursday Night Thunder Series Super Lates. At the Rock tonight, Ben Ryan is your race winner. Led every lap, dominated the race tonight. Congrats to the 67 of Ben Ryan. Jeff Mills going to come home 2nd. Copperthorne is going to round out your podium in 3rd. Tyler Barnes is going to rebound and finish 4th. Johnny Hurst will round out your top 5. Sam Lucier with some early trouble, got caught up in one, able to rebound, comes home 6th. DJ Kenner 7th. Liam Beebe will finish 8th. Jimmy Pylon will finish 9th. Chris Ramsey 10th. Ryan Hunter 11th. Robert Warrens 12th. And Richard Jackson 13th. So we will get ready here. To do some driver interviews. Bear with me 1 second. All right, we'll just leave this up during the driver interviews. I'm going to roll a commercial while we get these guys in to do these interviews. Appreciate you guys hanging out in the chat, being here tonight. Hit that like button. Share the stream out. Appreciate the viewers.
Ruff-Neck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagner Welding. Wagner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
All right, it looks like guys are starting to make their way into the post-race interview room, so we're going to drag them in. Eric, it's Tim up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I do, Tim. Good to hear from you.
Well, good to see you on that podium again, man. It seems like I've been talking to you a lot here lately. Tell me how your night went out there. We saw you battling a little bit with the 89. You guys you'd cross each other up, and then one would make the exact same move on the other. So it was a good little battle between you and the 89. Tell me what you were seeing out there tonight.
It was a really good race. The top 4 or 5 cars were really equal, and it was difficult to make a nice clean pass. And I battled with the 89, and the 67 just drove away, which I just never had a chance to get a clean pass. And we did a nice crossover. I tried going underneath him, but he had a great run on the outside, and we were just so equal that neither one of us could get just far enough away.
It was a blast to watch you in that 89 battling tonight. Eric, how was the tire wear tonight? How were the right fronts holding up out there?
For me, I ended up with equal wear on the right side, and I was about 85 on both after the first stint of about 50 laps. So if you took care of the tires, they were still there at the end.
Right. And I didn't see you get into many dust ups, so I'm guessing you still had your fast repair. We saw a lot of the cautions tonight. It was a lot of self spins, and the one of them, unfortunately, some guys got caught up in it. But the majority of the cautions tonight were self spins. Did you feel like you had control of your race car out there? Were you getting loose any, or did you? We saw a lot of guys coming up a little too high, tagging that outside wall, and then it would send them back down the track. Luckily, it wasn't collecting guys, but how did your car feel?
Yeah, coming up, my car, I had really worked with the setup to try to make it so it wasn't loose coming off of 2, because that's where everybody seems to have that problem coming out of 2, and the wall just creeps up to you real quick. So I spent a lot of time on the setup, making sure I wasn't loose coming out. And so I was confident that I was going to be good in the long run, and that I wasn't going to have that issue, because that wall will just creep up, grab you, and then when you hit it, it sucks you in. Luckily, it didn't happen to me, and it was a good battle all night. I really enjoyed it.
It was a pleasure to call from the booth. Congratulations again, Eric, on that P3. You've done a great job in Ruff-Neck and over here in Renegade. Enjoy talking to you here in the booth. I'm going to give you the floor. Any shout-out sponsors you want to give? The floor is yours, my friend.
I just really got to give it up to you guys. The admins, this group, James Wagner, just the whole group. Everybody who puts all the work into this just makes it really, really fun. Great group of guys to drive with, clean guys. It's just, I look forward to it during the week, and I really got to thank you guys for everything you guys do to keep this moving forward. Enjoying it tremendously.
Well, we appreciate you. Like I said, you're a pleasure to have in the Discord on the track. One of the great ones that we have here in both leagues. We appreciate you and what you bring to both leagues, and congratulations again, man, and we'll see you next week.
All right, looking forward to it.
All right, I am told that Jeff Mills may be a little shy. We have a shy Canadian that finished second, so we're not going to put him in a situation that he doesn't want to be put in. But congratulations to that 89 of Jeff Mills for bringing home that second place finish. It was a pleasure. It was a lot of fun seeing him battle that 98 of Eric Copperthorne. Yeah, we won't drag him in here and embarrass him or anything. But we will drag in that 67 of Ben Ryan. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Tim.
Man, You dominated that race. You led every lap, and you drove away at the end. Tell me how that car was feeling tonight, Ben.
Well, first of all, I just got to give a big shout out to Johnny Hurst. And he gave me some tips and helped me with the setup there right before the main event and the practice session. And it just fit my style, and I was able to drive it to the win, I guess.
Well, it was a dominant performance. Like I said, you did it. You know what you did. You led every lap and drove away there at the end. Pretty clean race. We had some, single car incidents, guys tagging that outside wall and then coming back down the track. Luckily, nobody gets collected when they're coming back down the track. Did you feel like you had total control of that car at all times? I don't think I saw you slipping or sliding well, you were. It was loose because I went in your cockpit one time and that car was driving a little loose, but did you feel like you had the wheel?
Yeah, the car felt pretty good. It felt underneath me the whole time. There was one point there where I kind of cleared Johnny by about a second with, I guess it was about 40 laps in, and I overdrove the corner and slid the right rear, and it took me about 2 to 3 laps to get it back. It was almost undrivable there for a minute. I thought I was in trouble, but he did make gains on me, and he was catching me. If it would have went green, I think he definitely would have caught me.
Right. Well, I don't know what else to ask you. You put on a clinic tonight. How did you feel about the open setups? Is that something that you'd like to see Renegade continue, or do you feel more comfortable with just it being fixed and you just get out there and drive the hell out of it and don't have to worry about making any adjustments?
Yeah, I kind of like the fixed deal because it kind of levels everyone up. I feel like when you go to open, me particularly, like I'm not really good at I can make a car go fast for 5 laps, but I can't make it go 10. I can't make it go 20. So the setup that I had before I talked to Johnny there, I could run really fast laps for 5 laps, but then at lap 6, I fell off 4/10. So the open setup for me it's not ideal just because I don't exactly know what I'm doing with them.
Understood. Well, you sure do. You look like you knew what you were doing out there. I mean, you were fast for 100 laps tonight. You were able to hold everybody off. Congrats again on that win, Ben. I'm going to turn it over to you. Any shout outs, sponsors, anybody you want to shout out on the broadcast? You go right ahead, bud.
Yeah, I'd just like to shout out the family company. It's not in the car this week because I was running a throwback to my dad there, but all the family companies, James Wagner Welding for putting on this deal, Johnny for setting it all up, you for broadcasting it, everyone that's involved. Takes a lot of stuff to put it together, so it's just nice to be able to come out here and race and have fun.
Right. We appreciate you. You've been a pleasure on and off the track. Been fast since you got here. Look forward to seeing you again, Ben. Congrats again, bud.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Hopefully I can continue some of the success on the truck and the drafting side, but I haven't had much luck there yet, but we'll see how it goes.
Well, let me ask you this before you depart. I'm looking at the schedule, so we were at Rockingham today. It looks like next week we're going to head to Bristol Motor Speedway in these super lates. How do you feel about Bristol, and how do you like your chances to be back here in the booth talking to me again next Thursday?
Bristol's a bit of a crapshoot. It's really fast. If you get wrecked or you get loose, you're in trouble. So it can go either way really fast. I love the racetrack, but if you get in trouble, it could be a long night.
Well, we'll see what you can do next week. You've been, like I said, man, you're fast everywhere you go, everything you jump in. So we enjoy having you here. Congrats again on that win. We'll see you next week at Bristol, bud.
Yeah, thanks a lot. See you guys there.
That was your winner, the 67 of Ben Ryan. Congrats again to him. Congrats to Jeff Mills on second, Eric Copperthorne third, Tyler Barnes in fourth. Johnny Hurst going to round out your top 5 here at Rockingham. I'd like to thank everybody for being in the chat. Thank everybody that stopped by and watched tonight. Thank you to Audie for helping moderate this. We've got a pretty laid-back group here in chat, though. We don't really have to worry about too much, but appreciate Audie nonetheless being here and taking time out of her schedule to sit here and listen to me ramble about cars steering left. Shout out to Seibert Productions. Everything he does, owned and operated by Chris Seibert. Contact Seibert Productions for all of your video and editing needs. Shout out to James Wagner Welding, big-time sponsor over on the Ruff-Neck Racing side. Appreciate him. That's going to do it, guys. We are going to wrap things up here at Rockingham. This was week 8 of the Thursday Night Thunder Series in Renegade Racing. Want to once again thank everybody for coming out and watching the broadcast tonight. Thank you to the drivers. Thank you to the admins here in Renegade, Ryan, Johnny, for everything that they do. We will see you guys next week at Bristol for some more Renegade Racing Thursday Night Thunder Series. See you then.
Not yet. It will happen.